Hey weather worms, this is the 12 News Storm Trackers at your hurricane headquarters. We'll be starting our live stream in just a couple of minutes, so in 2 minutes, and we will answer any questions that you have about Tropical Storm Nicholas. Good evening, Southeast Texas. We are here with your Atlantic Tropical Update. Thank you so much for joining us today. Tropical Storm Nicholas is what we're monitoring. We're already seeing showers out there right now, and that's just because of that moisture that we were talking about the last several days. Surge of moisture coming in from the Gulf, so that's why we're going to be seeing a good scattering of showers and storms throughout the overnight hours and into Monday. And Tropical Storm Nicholas is forecasted to make landfall in the central Texas coast by Tuesday. So it is cooling us down just a bit. We are seeing the upper 70s right now. Already rainfall totals about 1.5 inches here in Jefferson County and about 3/4 of an inch for Hardin and for Newton counties. We are seeing a flash flood watch in effect until Wednesday morning, so expect that for the Triangle into southern portions of Jasper, Newton, and for all of Hardin County. So it looks like a drier scenario up towards the lakes area. That doesn't mean that heavy rainfall isn't going to be possible. As of right now, there's just not a flash flood watch in effect for those areas. So we're going to talk about that more later on. So we are seeing, again, lots of moisture, mostly for the coastal areas of our state, seeing lots of dry air towards the panhandle, far west portions of Texas. So all of this moisture is going to really be one of those contributing factors to how much rain that we do see within the coming days. And this is Tropical Storm Nicholas, sustaining 40-mile-per-hour winds, moving north-northwest at 15 miles per hour, 14 miles per hour now. And models right now, better consensus. Looks like this is already impacting northeast coast of Mexico and a little bit of rain bands in Brownsville right now. So this will continue to make its way into the southern coast of the state as we head into Monday. So here is the National Hurricane Center's track as of right now. It looks like it is going to strengthen to about 65-mile-per-hour winds by Monday afternoon. And here's the deal. If this thing does remain in the Gulf Coast, those coastal waters are very warm. We're looking at lower middle 80s as the temperatures as of right now. So the warmer those waters, the more potential it has of strengthening. So according to this track, it doesn't look like it is going to be a Cat 1 hurricane, but it could be. It does have the potential depending on if it stays in those waters long enough. Then it gives it a better chance of strengthening. So this is near Port Aransas. Looks like that's where it's going to make landfall, and there is a tropical storm warning in effect from there into St. Louis Pass, and that's a tropical storm watch there into the Bolivar Peninsula. So this is going to make landfall on Tuesday, moving inland, staying 40 miles per hour. It's moving quickly out of the area. But then look at this, as it gets into southeast Texas Wednesday and Thursday, kind of slows it down a bit, and that's what we don't want it to do. We don't want it to stall, and we don't want it to slow down in any way. So on Wednesday, it's sustaining 30 miles per hour. Thursday, it's sustaining 25 miles per hour. That is slow moving storm. So the reason why we don't want it to slow down is because the more rainfall it is going to produce, and the worse scenario for us when we head into the middle and later half of this week. So the quicker that this storm can get out of here and track off towards the east, the better for us, and those rainfall totals are going to be looking a little better. But as of right now, Euro rainfall forecasts is going from about 5 to 8 inches across the area, and the GFS, and of course this is between from now into Friday, so that 5-day span, rainfall totals, and then for the GFS, it's going about 5 to 6 inches of rainfall. Let's take a look at what the Weather Prediction Center is going. It's going about 5-7 inches up towards the lakes area, and then 10 inches here in the Triangle, and maybe even higher close to Winnie area. So right now we're going to be forecasting about 5 to 10 inches. 12 inches is definitely a possibility. Greater depending whether that storm slows down. If it doesn't get out of here quickly, then these rainfall totals could definitely change. But as of right now, I think 5 to 10, maybe 12 inches is a safe bet for us. And you know, we haven't had lots of rain within the last couple of days. So, you know, our soil is still fairly dry today. Even that rain, we can definitely withstand that. I don't think flooding will be a problem until today and Monday. Tuesday, though, we are going to be seeing that possibility start to go up. Flash floods are going to be a huge threat. Rainfall is definitely going to be the threat here. I don't think winds are going to be I don't think it's going to be a problem. So we are going to see about a 10-20% slight risk of excessive rainfall. So that means that we could see flash flooding as we head into Monday for the Triangle and inland portions of the area. A marginal risk for northern Tyler, Jasper, and Newton counties. And then look at this. This is something that we don't want to see, is that red. That's moderate risk, 20 to 50% chance of seeing excessive rainfall and more frequent and widespread flash floods. So that's a slight risk up towards the lakes area on Tuesday. And then another threat will be the storm surge. If we get lots of heavy rainfall, you know, our rivers and streams can't withstand that. That's going to be 1 to 3 feet of storm surge as we head into the next several days. For the probability of tropical storm force winds, it looks like about a 20 to 30% chance. This is going to be Tuesday morning. That's the worst of the storm wind-wise. And then it looks like Wednesday, those chances do go down to about a 10% chance to nothing by Wednesday afternoon. And then, of course, into Thursday. So it looks like tropical storm force winds. We can't rule it out on Tuesday. I mean, very low chances, 20-30% chance, very low. Right now we are only forecasting about 35 miles per hour is really what models are showing. And then Wednesday, Thursday, really it's just going to be that rain and how quickly that storm does move out. So right now, look at this, looks like about 30 on Tuesday, maybe 35 there. And then as we head into Wednesday and then into Thursday, those gusts will be about 25 miles per hour gusts. So that's not winds, that's gusts. So the highest that we're going to go for the wind gusts as we head into Tuesday is about 35 miles per hour, which tropical storm force winds is 39 miles per hour or plus. So that's good news for us wind-wise. The rain is really what we're going to be monitoring. So as we head into tonight's forecast, expect the scattering of showers and storms. Monday, it's looking pretty wet. We're going to go with about an 80% coverage. Those rain chances did go down from yesterday. Again, I think it's going to be Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday is really what we're going to be monitoring the worst of the rainfall. I don't think winds are going to be a problem there, but definitely Tuesday. And then as we head into tomorrow morning, just pack that umbrella just in case. And for later morning hours into the afternoon, looking like a drier scenario, not a lot of rain there. And then as we head into around 5 p.m., we'll start to see those showers pick back up into the evening as we head into Tuesday. I'm not going to go into tonight and tomorrow's forecast or the 7-day forecast. Let me go back to my computer. Actually, here, I think we can go back like this. So we'll go back. We're going to say this over again, and then I will answer a couple of questions. Patrick will be back at 10 p.m. tonight. So, of course, within the coming days, he'll also answer any questions that you guys have. Mostly, it really is too early to be determining until, you know, we get into about Tuesday when this thing does make landfall. I think we'll have a better consensus of local impacts here. So let me go back and fix these graphics. We'll go over it one more time, and then we can answer whatever questions that you guys have. Whatever I can answer, I will do that for you. Oh, perfect. Okay, so let's see this. All right, so you are looking at flash flood watch. A lot of people are asking the showers that we're seeing today, is that because of Nicholas? There's lots of surge of moisture out on the Gulf, so when those winds are shifting off towards the south and southeast, it is going to pull that into the area, so that's why we're seeing that scattering of showers and storms, and then as it continues to make landfall, all of the rainfall that we're going to be seeing in the middle of the week is going to be because of Tropical Storm Nicholas. So, you know, with all that moisture in the atmosphere, it's really what's contributing to those showers that we're seeing right now. But it's not going to be a washout tonight. Heavy rainfall could be possible, but again, flash flood watch is in effect until Wednesday morning. That's mainly for the triangle, inland portions of the area, so southern Jasper, Newton, and then all of Hardin County. It doesn't mean that heavy rainfall isn't a threat for the lakes area. It is a threat for the lakes area as well. There's just not a flash flood watch in effect there. So we are seeing again that surge of moisture all around the coast of our state. So that is going to contribute to how much rain that we see. Anytime that you have it in the yellow, oranges, and reds, that's not a very good sign because it's going to make for a bad case scenario. So this is Tropical Storm Nicholas. Right now it's in the southwest Gulf of Mexico. It's already impacting northeast Mexico, and we are seeing rain bands in Brownsville right now too. And Brownsville and Corpus Christi, near southern portions of the state, is already going to start to get heavy rainfall, flash floods possible as early as tomorrow. And as this thing shifts off more towards the east and into the central coast of Texas and it moves away, that's when we're going to start to get some local impacts. So models right now have a pretty good consensus. It is going to move along the coast of Texas, then it's going to move inland and move up north into our area. And as far as the Hurricane Center's track, 65-mile-per-hour winds is as high as it's going to go before making landfall. But again, like I said before, depending on if this thing does linger into the Gulf of Mexico, those coastal waters are very warm out there right now, so it does have the potential of strengthening. Hopefully it doesn't. As of right now, according to the Hurricane Center, the National Hurricane Center's track, it won't be a Category 1 hurricane. It's going to remain a tropical storm, a high-end tropical storm. So this is going to make landfall near Port Aransas, and that is where the tropical storm warning is in effect. And then we see in San Luis and into Boulevard Peninsula, we do see a tropical storm watch in effect there. So this will make landfall late Monday, Tuesday, and then it will begin to weaken, but then it kind of slows down a bit, and this is what we don't want. So Wednesday, it's going to be sustaining 30-mile-per-hour winds, Thursday, 25-mile-per-hour winds. So the reason why we don't want it slowing down, we don't want it stalling, anything like that, is because it does make a very bad situation for us here. That means more rain, and we don't need any more rain. Right now we are forecasting about 5 to 12 inches within a 5-day span. So if this thing lingers in the area and it doesn't move quickly off towards the east out of our area, Wednesday and Thursday is really going to be our worst of the storm local impacts here. So Euro rainfall forecast is showing about 5 to 8 inches possible, and this is from now into the end of the week until Friday. And then GFS is showing about 5 to 6 inches. So they're starting to get a better consensus here. We saw it fluctuating a little bit throughout the last couple of days, but it's starting to get a better consensus as we already have something formed out there. We have Tropical Storm Nicholas. So they're about 5 to 8 inches is what both models are going to go with. And the Weather Prediction Center is ranging from about 5 to 7 up towards the lakes area. And then down in the triangle, we're seeing about 10 inches, maybe more in Winnie possible. So, and this is through next Monday. So this is even into longer than Friday. So right now it's, I mean, it's not, I don't think it's bad the first couple of days. Monday, I don't think it's going to be super bad. Again, we've had very dry weather. We didn't have a lot of rain the last week, so that soil's pretty dry. I think we can kind of withstand some of that rain. But if that storm, if it does slow down in any way, that's when it's going to be troublesome for us. So slight risk, 10 to 20% chance of excessive rainfall. That means flash flood potentials, a little more isolated throughout the area for the triangle inland portions of the area. And then northern Jasper, Newton, and Tyler counties, there is a marginal risk, 5 to 10% chance. Tuesday, it's looking a little more not good. So moderate, 20 to 50% chance. So obviously those chances have went up. Same areas for the triangle and inland portion. So that's Hardin County, southern Jasper, and Newton for flash flooding. So that means that, you know, you're going to get more scattering of flash floods, and they could be very dangerous. And there is a slight risk, 10 to 20, up towards the lakes area for Tuesday. Another threat will be storm surge because of if we get a lot of rainfall, our rivers can't withstand that, our streams can't. So about 1 to 3 feet could be possible within the upcoming days. For the probability of tropical storm force winds Tuesday morning, this is the best chance, 20 to 30% chance, very low chances. Right now our models are showing about 30-35 miles per hour. You need to reach 39 to be categorized as a tropical storm force wind. So very low chances Tuesday morning. And then look at this, as we head into Wednesday, those chances do go down. So I really don't think winds are going to be our main threat here. It's that rain, and it's if that storm does move slow or if it stalls over the area, that's going to be a bad scenario. So let's look at models showing Tuesday about 30, maybe 31 in Silsbee. So you're ranging from 30-35 miles per hour. I'm not going any higher than that for the wind forecast. And this is for wind gusts. So this isn't even the sustained winds, this is wind gusts. And then Wednesday, they could be gusting 20-25. Same case for headed into Thursday as well. And then maybe the lakes area reaching 27 miles per hour. So the winds, I think we can definitely handle those. The rainfall is going to be pretty much the impact. All right, we got questions. So shoot him. He's going to tell me right here. What are the chances that it's going to be a Category 1 hurricane? Okay, so like I said, this is kind of, the chances are kind of, right now, the track is showing 65 miles per hour. That's a high-end tropical storm. As soon as it reaches 70 miles per hour, that's bad. So the longer that this thing stays in the coastal, in the water, because of the warm temperature in the water, then this could strengthen into a hurricane. The chances of that happening, I mean, really, it's all up to the hurricane hunters, aircraft, them going out. As of right now, we're not really worried about that. We're worried about the, impacts locally as it being a tropical storm. If it does become a Category 1 hurricane, I mean, we will obviously monitor that within the coming days. So right now, the models, it depends because, I mean, the last time I checked, I'll have to check again really quick. Let me go see. Because the models are keeping it, some of them are keeping it a tropical storm. Others are keeping it in as a hurricane. So, as of right now, it's kind of half and half. So the hurricane, as we're going to be going with the National Hurricane Center's track, and that's just keeping it at 65 miles per hour. So I don't know if that's really answering the question. What was the other question? That's going to be approaching the middle Texas coast late Monday and early Tuesday. So it'll be near hurricane intensity if it does move, more off toward, if it, does strengthen and stay off into the coastal waters. There is, I mean, yeah, the middle Texas coast. Let me Is there any other questions? No, so this is right here is making landfall not near, it'll be, Brownsville is in the cone, so Brownsville's already seeing impacts right now. So, any other questions? Alrighty. Cool, so submit your questions and then I can continue to go on, but okay, do quick. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to go through it one time, just like a little gist of it if you guys have any other questions. Again, still pretty early for local impacts, and it is near hurricane strength once it does make landfall, 65 miles per hour. It's high in tropical storm. So, okay, so let's go over this one more time. I think the main things are the flash flood watch. So that's until Wednesday, 7 a.m. And then we have excessive rainfall outlook, slight risk for the Triangle and inland Hardin County, so southern Jasper, Newton counties, and then a marginal risk up towards northern Jasper, Newton, and Tyler counties. As we head into Tuesday, that risk does go up a bit. So that's a moderate 20-50% chance of seeing flash floods. So we are going to get flash floods Tuesday is what this is basically saying, and a slight risk for the lakes area. So storm surge is another threat. That's going to be about 1 to 3 feet storm surge. And tropical storm force winds, our probability of seeing that 20 to 30% for Tuesday morning. We're not going any higher than 35 miles per hour for our local impacts. And for your rain forecast, it's going to range from about 5, 10 inches. 12 inches is, we're not going to rule that out. That is possible. And then it doesn't look like any higher than that as of right now. If the storm does slow down when it comes near us, then that is bad news, and we'll have to update those numbers. But as of right now, it's just 5 to 10 inches.